You know, I can still remember the very first sweets given to me by my grandfather. They were Werther's Original, and I was 4. I had a bit of trouble opening that shiny golden wrapper, but then, well, I'll never forget that first taste. Sweet and creamy and uncommonly good. I remember feeling I must be someone very special when my granddad gave me his wonderful butter candy. Well, now I'm the granddad. And what else would I give my little grandson but my Werther's Original? After all, he's someone very special too, you know.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we are looking at DrumComputer, video games. Hello. I hope you're all doing well. I've got a case of the giggles today. If you are watching over on Facebook, hello to you. What are you doing? What do you have to do it for? Yeah. Way too early, dude. Not now. If you are watching on Facebook, you can come over. You can leave comments in the Facebook chat if you like. Just click the little link above to it'll let us know who you are. You can come over here to YouTube at youtube.com/ShadeStarr, or you can watch the show live in the browser. It's howtoapponIOS.com, or you can head over to Twitch at twitch.tv/howtoapponIOS at the Twitch. You can also become a Patreon for as little as $1 a month, and you can join us each week as we what the hell? What's going on? I just did something and it didn't work. What are you doing, dude? Hang on a minute. That wasn't very nice of you. YouTube, what's going on? Allow. We'll try that again. Okay. That's definitely not working. You can head over to the there. Now it's working. That's cool. Man, my little button wasn't working. That's really weird. You can head over to some Patreon. I'm so lost now. You can head over to Patreon for as little as $1 a month, and you can join us each weekend as I master your songs, and we talk shit and look at apps and talk a load of bollocks really for 3 hours every week, which is always good fun. Hello to people who are in the chat. Let me say hello to all of you. Yeah. I'm just going to sit here and headbang for a bit, actually. Yeah. That's better. It feels so much better after that. Hello to Russ. Hello to Synth Widow. Good to see you. Hello to Ivan Idea. Hello Tom Michelle. Hello Scott. Hello Audible Video. Hello to Cy. It's effing good to see you. Hello to me who put that link in the room. Hello to Doctor Zoders. Hello to effects on my voice. Hello from Sweden, Prepe. Do you know my drummer Peppy? Hello to you in Sweden. I hope everything is doing well. Hello to Brad Example. Hope you're doing well. If there's anyone I've missed, just slap me around a bit, and I'll find you and I'll come back to you in the chat. Hey, there's no real price drops today, so there's no point really covering that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do instead is, if I can get my mouse happening, which has decided not to happen, is I'm going to open up my this thing here, go full screen, and show you. So are there any apps that have been updated? Because there's been a heap of apps that have been updated, and I can let you know that keep in mind the new iPad Pros, the NDA dropped yesterday, so people are showing them off on YouTube and all that stuff. So that means that today here in Australia, because it's Friday, they are being released here. So tomorrow for the rest of you, but that means that the new iOS should be dropping sometime very soon, 14.6, and I checked like about 10 minutes ago and it hadn't dropped, but apparently it's like, you know, the RC was dropped 2 days ago, so it's ready to go. I'm just checking on my iPhone now if it's dropped on my iPhone. It doesn't look like it's going to fix anything, to be honest. No, we're still at 14.5.1, but it is due to drop because they always drop their new iOS right as new hardware drops, and it is today here in Australia, so I'm guessing it's probably available right now. Hello, Thomas Gillane over at the Twitch. But there have been a whole bunch of apps that have been updated because when there's a new update for iOS, you do realize there's going to be a whole lot of updates for apps, so expect to see a whole lot of your apps updated. So let's have a look at some of them. So ID 700, which I'm pretty sure I'm covering this week, that has been updated. It's got some fixes for a GarageBand crash that there was in it. Launchpad SparkVerb has been updated, and it's got larger menus for those of us who are blind. So that's really cool. So SparkVerb, I might open that up when I open up DrumComputer in AUM today, and we'll have a look at those new buttons, because it looks like, have I updated yet? No. We better start updating. So I hit update all. So there's 9 updates that will come down now. Koala Samplers had an update with an edit button. Audio Bus, New Rack has been updated. What else do we have here? DigiSticks has been updated. Beat Cutter now has MIDI support, which is cool. I haven't opened that up yet and had a look. Wood Synth has some factory presets and now stored in subfolders. Rosetta's had an update. So there's a whole bunch of things that have had updates in the last few days. Yeah. Hey, Daryl, good to see you. Welcome to the chat. Alrighty, so we're going to jump straight in and have a look at DrumComputer today. So I can tell you off the bat with DrumComputer, oops, I didn't mean to shut that down. It is off the bat free to download, okay? So you can actually download it for free. You get, when you download it, a few presets from each of the folders, each of the preset folders, yeah? So at least you get to play around with it. It's about 325 megabytes to download. So, you know, we'll talk about the price straight off. Let's get straight to the point with the price. Let me have a coffee out of my Studio Live Today mug. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm holding it the wrong way. Pete would kill me. So, the app is free. Let's just get that out of the way. As I said, you get a few presets. So in each folder, you get a few presets in each folder just to play around with. Everything else is open for you to play with, except for being able to use it as an AUv3 plugin, okay? Hello, Colin. Welcome to the chat. If you want to unlock this, I think the current price US is $26.99. Now, before people jump up and down and go, but it just costs a lot of money. Sure. You can say that, definitely. But this is possibly one of the most comprehensive drum machines you'll get on iOS. Definitely. The flexibility of it is bar none, okay? Plus, if you are buying this on Mac or if you're buying it on PC, you're looking at $120, 120 pounds, I think, or 120 US dollars. So it's $100 more, and pretty much this is a one-to-one copy of the app. Yeah? Hello, Jim Shannon on sounds. It is a one-to-one copy, so you're getting exactly the same thing as what you would get on PC. Thinking about that too, you can use this as an IDAM. So if you don't know what IDAM is, have a look. Go back and have a look at my videos, how to use IDAM tech, which you basically plug in your iOS device into your Mac, and you can virtually use any of these AUv3 things, anything you got, as an instrument inside something like Logic or GarageBand on your Mac computer. So kind of worth it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, look, as Audible Video said here, fun sequencer to also drive other drum instruments via MIDI. The sequence is worth it itself. Yeah, look, there's a lot of value to this. And if you're expecting, once again, a really in-depth overview of this, I'm going to go as deep as I possibly can. Is there a sound effect for that? That one will do. That was way too deep. So I'm going to go as deep as I possibly can. I'm going to open it up in things like GarageBand and show you how to use it in there. And we'll show it in AUM. And we'll go through as much as I can so you can see how really cool this is and what you can really do with it, right? Because it's really deep, really deep. So let's open it up. And here's the thing, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I should have done this review back in December, right? And sometimes you open an app and you look at it and go, whoa, there's a lot going on there. That's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm not really that confident with drum stuff. Wow, look at all those knobs. Geez, what do they all do? And you get overwhelmed. And I actually did with this, and I put it off for a really long time. Even though, if you go back through many of the videos I've done on here and had on other apps, I've been using this in the background. So I've actually already been using it. And you know, sometimes you can just convince your brain that, oh my God, that's too hard. I'll just put that off because it's a bit too hard. It's the situation. And you know, I can normally pick stuff up pretty quickly. And again, like when I opened this up the other day and thought to myself, I really need to do a show on this. It really was nothing. It really was, you know, a case of, you know, you're creating something that's not really there. So anyway, let's jump in and have a look at what's going on with this. So to kick off, just before I start, so Colin writes, how does DrumComputer compare to e.g. Pulse, or are they completely different beasts? I think they are completely different beasts. This is a drum machine. In my opinion, of course, in my opinion, where e.g. Pulse is more of a sampler. And like, even though this has a sampler in it, you can import samples in here. I think it's more of a, I think it's more geared to, and you know, there might be electronic people out there who would, you know, argue with me on this. I think e.g. Pulse is more aimed at sampling and possibly people who are using acoustic kits. I would use that for acoustic kits rather than use this. Even though I can import, as you'll see like, as we go on, you can import acoustic kits into this as well. So let's have a look at it, because there's a few sections that you need to be aware of, and I know it looks overwhelming at first. So down the bottom here, we'll start at the bottom. These are your 8 pads. Now these can be mapped, and if we flick over to my camera here, I've got my little Korg Nano pad open. And my keyboard's mapped as well. Cool, all good. So they're all mapped. So nice basic stuff there. You pretty much understand a pad, yeah? And across the top here, you've got your levels, right? So you've got your level, you've got your mute, your solo, you've got some reverb here, you've got your pan. So you've got a room and a hall on each of these tracks going across. Let me go full screen so you can see all this with my pointer. And right on the end here, the last two, the second last two tracks are the room and the hall reverbs, which you can control on each track here. So you've got a room and a hall, and then you've got a master right at the end. There you go, pretty standard stuff there, yeah? So you can control all these volumes, change your panning, do whatever you want. Then, as you can see here, I'm clicked on number 1, so that's the kick. and you can click across, and you can see as I'm clicking across the 8 of these, all this top section is changing. Yeah, so you can see there's different parameters changing right across the top there for each instrument. And you can change these out and put any instrument you really want in there. So once you go through these top buttons here, 1 to 8, the button right next to that on the end is the kit. So when I click on that, this gives you a little bit of a kind of small set of parameters for each kit. So you've got a modify and a decay button, and you can change the pitch. Really basic stuff there, right? Pretty simple to go with. Then above, you've got a little arrow above each one, and you can just click on that and change to any of the 8 subsections of instruments. So, you know, kick, snare, clap, percussion, hat, cymbal. So you can go and do that anytime you want. Plus, the little picture of the instrument underneath, if you click that, that's a randomizer. So, as you can hear me playing now, if I click this little bass drum picture, it randomly picks something for you. So if I move across to the snare, click that a couple of times, and you can go across and randomize all these. You can change the instruments out. You can have a hat at the end. You can do whatever you want, right? So it's really easy to mess around with these things. You can change the pitch. So I can change the pitch of this kick drum here just by going up and down and pull back down, and we can go in the minus and get some grunt. So pretty basic stuff there as well, yeah? And double click on anything just to bring it back to its normal place. So that is this kit button over here. Plus over here you have an amount. So this is where your transient is, like a finalizer, some master effects. You can change the warmth on here. You've got a bunch of different effects in here, like an attack, a more punchy sound, a pumpy sound. So you can go in here and change these up. And you can change the amount. So this is like an overall finalizer, yeah? You've got chokes down the bottom here. You've got this warmth button. I can pull this warmth right down. And you can hear the difference when I pump that up. Boom, 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 boom. Hello, Doug. Welcome to the chat. I don't think I've missed anyone else. Hello, Doug. Give me a dance. Quick dance. Only a quick dance. No, you're not allowed to have a long time. Only quick dance. Quick dance. There you go. Go on. Right. No more time for you, Doug. So I hope everyone's following along. Pretty basic stuff so far, yeah? Now, let's go back to clicking on it. So from the kit here, the next button along is your sequencer. And when you click on your sequencer, there's your lovely sequencer, right? And, you know, we all know what a sequencer looks like. Pretty standard stuff, and it's all color-coded as well. So, you know, you can't really get lost. They've made it really simple for you. You can see all the colors. The 1 up here matches the 1 down there, and the 2 there matches the 2, and the 3 matches the 2. 1, 2, 3, I love to count. So yeah, all the colors along here match what's going on down here. And, you know, pretty easy to remove stuff. You just click on one of these points. This is the kick drum. And then you just add them in wherever you want. It's up to you. And this is your sequencer. Nice and easy stuff, yeah? So there's your kick, your snare, and the list goes down. Pretty cool. What's really interesting about this is, again, like yesterday's app, when we're looking at Cube Synth Pro, there's a lot of randomization in here. So to, you know, if you're running out of ideas, it's just, there's so much randomization. It's fantastic. And that's really good for people like all of us. Hey, not all the time we have the perfect beat to go to, you know? So right across here, you can actually select these individual tracks. So, sorry, let's go back here to the sequencer. I just clicked off there. That was stupid. So you can actually change these out, and you can randomize tracks. You can do a whole bunch of stuff here. I'll come back to this a bit later, right? We've got a global setting here as well. Let me just show you. So you can change the direction of, you can actually move these points. You can randomize any of these kits. The dice is sitting down here. So as you can see, I'm just hitting randomize and bang, 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 bang. Yes, Russ, you did say you like this drum machine. You really like. Russ really like. I think Russ wants to make love to this drum machine. At any time also as well, there's a little X button down here. So you can just delete stuff as well. Super easy. You can, and so I can click track 2. I can delete that. I can get rid of that. Goodbye. I can just remove all these tracks. And then whatever track I'm selected on here. So if I'm on track 1, I can hit randomize. Go to 3, randomize. So you can randomize individual tracks, yeah? Nice and easy. Just like that. It's so cool to randomize. And you'll notice when I'm randomizing and adding new stuff on here, you notice underneath there's this section here. So this is where you have your velocities, rolls, offsets, you got a whole bunch of stuff, pitch, modulation, and you can actually really finitely go in here and randomize all this as well. So again, I can hit the velocities. So this is for the snare. The probability, I can randomize the probability. The rolls, I can randomize. Offsets, randomize. You can just randomize the absolute living shit out of everything you want. There we go. We've just randomized everything. You can change your tempo. Change so you know we'll stay on 16ths. So that's all good. And you've got a master here at the end. So you've got this swing button. So this is your swing and harmonize. So if you have a look at the swing here right on the end, if I turn this up, look what happens to the notes. See how they all start moving? So you can really control the swing there. And if you double click on it, it should bring it back. Did it bring it back? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe it didn't. Let's just put it there for now. You've also got a humanize button, so you can actually turn this as well. And this is, it's not really the same as swing. What it is it just adds kind of that human element of, you know, slightly imperfect. The imperfectly perfect performance that is a human drum performance. So, but the deal is, just download it. Seriously, it is, as Doug's just put in the chat, just download it. It's free. Have a play with it. And if you like it, pay for it. And it'll open up the AUv3 and all of the other presets that we're going to go through as well. It's there for you to have a try with. Yeah, all good. Now, I don't want the timer to come in here. So you can, there's a song mode as well. If we click over to the end here on this little gay rainbow parade flag here right on the end, which is quite cute. And what's combined in here is your mapping. So as you can see down here, I've got the kit mapped to these keys. So if we jump over to here, so you can basically see what you're mapping, and you can stretch this out. You can go and stretch out, and you can actually map these wherever you want. So I could grab one of these and map it over here. You can drag these around and map away wherever you want to put these kits. So that is built in here to the song mode. So that's where your mapping is there. And over here is your song mode. And what's really cool about your song mode is, and it's a little bit small. This is the only thing that's probably too small on here. But it is what it is, you know. You can't have everything. And you'll see here, these are where your patterns are. So if I click through these, 1, 2, 3, 4, and on this actual, this preset I have, this SB analog kit, these presets were already in here, and they go up to, it looks like 1, 4, 8. So all these patterns are already preset. So it looks like there's like 16 of them in this preset, yeah? And what you can do here with your chain, so you've got a chain here, and you can see this is on 1, and each of these go for a beat. So if I start hitting play, and to kick this off and hit play, all you need to do is head up the top here to this little play button. are off. Now at any time, I can click on one of these patterns here and change between them. I can go to like number 13. Now if you pay attention to what's going on up here in the sequencer, you'll see the top two tracks, the bass, the top two are going one way and then coming back around. But the rest are going back and forward. So why is that happening? So if I click on the individual track on number 3 here, you'll see it's set to this direction, which is back and forward. Now I can change all of these back to just one way, and you'll notice the rest of the kit now all matches and is all going one way again. Pretty funky, yeah? And again, I can flick through, I can go to number 16 patch down here. So let's just stop that for a second. Stop, I said. Right, and here you've got a chain. So this is where you put together your song. So you can make this as long as you want. As I said, it's like a 1 bar. So I can go, let's just do 4 of them. And I can hit number 1. So we'll choose number 1 there. And for number 2, I can make this, what do we want? Why am I not able to do that? I can't remember how to do it now. Oh, I've got to hit the I, don't I? Is that right? No. Why am I not able to do it? I can't remember. So I knew there's going to be one thing that I wasn't able to fucking remember, and this is it. So to add my patterns in, I've got this chain on. I'm pretty sure I've got to have it on to do it. Oh yeah, that's right. Thanks, Doug. So yeah, you grab the number 2. Is that right? I'm trying. Actually, I am. Ah, there we go. I was trying to do it with the mouse. It's not working with the mouse properly. So yeah, you drag your finger. So let's go to my camera. It just wasn't working with my mouse. So I actually really should be using my pencil because I've spent all this money on it. There we go. So you just drag it up, and we want, say, number 6. And then here I can go like number 9. And go to number 14. And we'll bring that in. So there's my chain now. So when I hit play, you'll see it move along. And if you want one to repeat, you just do 4 number 1s. 4 number 1s. And then, it's going to sound bad. And then you do some number 2s. We all love doing number 1s and number 2s. So the sequence is dead easy to use, as well as the song creator, yeah? Super easy to use. You can add some stuff in. With your pad. Plus, this is really cool here. Over to the side, down the bottom, go full screen, down here, you've got this little remix section, and you can drag in here and add like these little or you can set one to, you've got an auto one, and an auto too, and you can tell when it goes off because it flashes to let you know. To give you little rolls, little interludes. So let's give it a stop for a moment. So you can actually go right through. Let's get back to pattern number 1 here. You can actually just hit the dice over here as well. So you've got this dice up here. You can actually hit the X button and delete the whole pattern. Yeah, no, you can't actually record patterns into DrumComputer. You've got a dice here as well, so you can hit the dice, bang, and you can randomize whole patterns like that as well. Pretty simple, on the fly. Right, so say you come up with a pattern that you like. Let's just pull this chain. Let's just turn off this chain. So we just want pattern 1 here for a second, yeah? And just say we like this pattern that we've created, but you want to change the drum kit, yeah? Okay, and we'll go through the presets. So this is where we're heading next. Next to the play button up the top, you have this little pin button. If you click this pin button, it basically locks in this pattern. So now you can change kits. So we can go in. I've just changed the kit there. Just hit the little right arrow. And now if I hit play, but we still got the same pattern. Another really good thing that you need to pay attention to that you have here, because you're going to use a lot, is you've got undo and redo buttons up the top, because there's nothing like making a mistake and going back. So that's all really neat. Plus, again, now that we have this pattern locked in here, you've got a randomization up the top just to make a random kit. So if we hit that, hit play. Hello, Alex. And we can just hit random and let's bang some, make a kit again. So you also have an export section here, so you can actually, so you can actually choose how to export how many tracks. You can export your MIDI here, so you can actually export it as MIDI or export it as audio. So there's plenty of options with this. So you can use it as AUv3. You can actually play the kit, which I'm going to show you, into something like GarageBand. So you don't have to like use the sequencer. You can actually play it in. You can set the sequencers, you set it all up in song mode, or you can export the MIDI or export the audio and then export that into your project. So there's plenty of options to mess around with this. All right, let's get into the stuff that probably makes people go, ooh, this is a bit confronting, because it was probably the main thing that was confronting to me. So when you click on the tracks back down the bottom here, on each individual drum, you're presented with all of this stuff, yeah? All of this. It's not so overwhelming when you really break it down into the little segments that it actually is. So we're on this kick drum here. Yeah? And you can hit that any time on the iPad or on your controller, whatever you're using. Here is your global setting for the drum. So again, you have a randomizer, or you can actually pick like a kick. So you can do that, but you have global settings as well. So you can really go in and hit kick and then choose any of these kicks. And there's plenty. Look at all these kicks there are to choose from. It's ridiculous. So there's a hell of a lot of in each instrument. So you got percussion, claps, cymbals. There's a hell of a lot of things in here for you to pick. We'll just go back to kicks. Let's just grab this one. Plus, wherever you see the little icon, like we were back here in the kit, where the icon is here, that normally means you can randomize it. So you can click this, randomize the kick. So let's have a look at what else you can do. Let's go across from left to right with all of these. So you have 3 sections here. So you've got a wavetable, you've got a resonator, and a resynth sampler. So there's 2 options in here with each one of them. And the beautiful part is you can actually solo each of these. So we can mute out the last 2 and just have the resonator here. So now you're just hearing clearly what's going through this section, and you can turn up the resonance. Change the envelope and decay. And remember, this is only one part of the kick. So you've got your pitch too, so you just hold your pencil or finger over the number of the pitch, and you can take that up and down. And then you've got like a basically like a fine tune, change the tone, the level, and there you go. So there's your one section of that kick drum, which sounds pretty cool as it is, like right now. Yeah. Now you can actually go in here and you can add the second part, and you can go and mute that resonator as well and just get the... Now we're looking at this analog. You've got a wavetable in here as well. It's fucking deep, Colin. It's deep. And just above that, you can actually click on here and you've got a whole bunch more folders of stuff in here that you can choose for your wavetable. Again, you can change the pitch. Then we can add this resonator back. So you've got a FM here as well. Let's take out the resonator again. And every kind of thing you have here, you can change. If we go in here, you can change the shape. Deep and mysterious is audible video. Let's go and have a look at the third section. So you've got a resynth here. If we just bring that one in. Uncommonly good, damn straight, Russ. And once again, plenty of options here. So if we go into our kicks, plenty of options here to bring in samples as well. So you've got your resynth here. Plus, you can actually go in, and if you click on, just see we've got resynth here, you can actually click on the sampler, and you can click and import your own samples. So you can go straight into audio share. And here's one we prepared earlier. So we've got some kicks here. Let's just import this one in. So now I just imported this kick in. Now if we bring it all back now, bring it all back, bring it all back. So let's hit play. And remember, you can do this with every one of the 8. So that's just the snare that I was looking at there. Plus, you've got effects here on the end. So you've got distortion on the end. Right over here, you've got a bunch of stuff here. So you've got a cutoff here with effects. Let's just hit play, and we'll just solo this kick. So really quickly, you can just absolutely take everything you've done and mutilate it. Throw some distortion on it. Then you've got a compressor. And right on the end, you've got EQ, so high gain, lows. And then across the bottom, you have, once again, an entire bunch of effects here that are controlling within these blocks here. So the speed of each of these sections. So you've got... As you can see, there is a fuckload of customization here. Let's bring everything back in. You don't have to import just drum samples. Of course, you can import anything you fucking want, yeah? And that is true. And I'm not really going to cover that stuff, Audible video, but in here there is a hell of a lot of MIDI mapping stuff. So channel assignments, there's a whole lot of depth here, yeah? Plenty of stuff. So let's just run through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unpin the sequencer now. So now when I change, we'll go through some of the presets now, because there's a hell of a lot. And this is what you get when you unlock. So these are all the folders you get. And within each of these, there's an absolute shit ton of stuff in here. It is absolutely ridiculous how many presets there are. So yeah, it's just mind-blowing. So we'll go through some of these, and then I'm going to open up in GarageBand for a little nanosecond. And let's just run through some of the Sugar Bytes sounds. So you'll notice when you open each one, some of them, as we're in the sequencer here, some of them have multiple patterns already built in. Like this one has about 5. So you can see it when you get to 6, there's 0 there. So there's already 5 patterns built in. So when we hit play, so I'm just going to flick through, clicking the right arrow button. Absolutely love this. Look at this shit, man. So you got all these running at different paces back and forward. Sick. And there's a really large variety of beats in here too. So I'm going to change the probability. And you know, at any time, you can just drag your finger across and get rid of everything. So yeah, you like this pattern, hit the little pin up the top, and then you can change to the next preset and sounds. It's really mind-numbingly amazing what you can do with this. So another really cool thing too, you can hold down on any of these buttons anywhere. So I can hold down on the pan and up comes your, so I can route this to whatever I want. So if I've got my chord control 2 out, I could actually set this to control the panning, the levels of each of the kit. And you just need to hold down. So if we go back, and you can virtually do it anywhere. So if we go over here to this resonator, if I hold down on it, that's all you need to do, yeah? From there, any of the buttons you can assign to a MIDI. So, just crazy fun. And there just isn't enough time to go through all of the amazing presets that are in here, because look at them, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Remembering too, just in time, Pete Johns has joined us, and I'm just about to shut this out. Shut it down and open up. We can open up GarageBand, and we can. Oh, don't do that to me, GarageBand. Don't tell me it's not installed on my computer, you piece of shit. I really don't like that. I haven't even updated what's going on. Oh dear. All right, DrumComputer is not installed on your computer. Of course it's not, even though I was just playing it. Fuck me dead. Nice one, GarageBand. So if you open up GarageBand, well, there you go. For some reason now I have no audio units installed. I thought this bug was fixed, man. I really thought this bug was fixed, but you know what? I was wrong, hey? We can try closing everything down, but it won't work because we all know what you have to do to fix it is you have to reboot. So let's do it. Let's do a quick reboot. Bang bang. Shut down. So we've got a green screen. Look at that. Can I do? What's this? What's that? Can anyone guess what that is? Can you guess what that is? Yes? Yes? Anybody? No? Peppy, do something. Do something, Peppy. Do something. No, not that. That's boring. I got some interlude music while we're waiting. There we go. A T-Rex, it's close. It's a crocodile. A hand. Let's bring back my iPad. It's rebooted. Man, iOS. Living large with iOS. The good, the bad, and the really ugly. All right, let's open up GarageBand. We're back. We're back in business. See, don't panic and everything just works. So if we go to audio unit extensions, miraculously, they're back. They're back. So you just choose DrumComputer from here in GarageBand. Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. What about you, Peppy? Having fun over there? I don't need you anymore. I've got DrumComputer, you piece of shit. Peppy's done. Peppy can... I'm not feeding you anymore, Peppy. You can lick the carpet tonight for dinner. All right. So, this is the thing that I've noticed with GarageBand lately. When you open up AUv3s, it really takes its time. It's really like fucking... Here we go. There it is! All right. So, what you can do with this... Cool. Let's jump in and make it full screen. Because I've lost all my mapping, right? So, I'll just show you how easy it is to map again. So, here we are. I'm going to just drag this across so I can see where all my instruments are. So, what I want to do is bring number 1. So we want number 2. This is how I'm setting up. You can set it up however you want. I won't judge. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you. So we'll bring that 7 up, and I'm going to map it like this. So 1, 2, 3. Come on, 4. I'm just dragging these with my finger. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's just how I want to do it. So, what I want to show you here in GarageBand, that took more time than I wanted to, is you don't have to, like, you know, program this. You can just hit record, and it's going to connect to whatever speed you've got. So it's MIDI clocked to GarageBand, so it's running at 120 because that's the default. So if I hit record on here, okay, so you can get away with doing that, and then you can go in here, you can change the sounds up, change to whatever kit you want. So you can actually record MIDI into GarageBand using this, or you can go ahead and delete this, remove that out of here, get rid of it. You can actually choose a preset. So when you hit play. When you hit play on here, it won't start until you actually start recording up here on GarageBand. so I can add in stuff as well. Pretty cool, yeah? Except when it keeps playing on you. And again, you can change the sounds. Everything that I showed you you can make it full screen. You can go in and set up a song, like set up a few patterns here, set up the chain. What do we got? There's a sequencer, so we got 2. Well, you're not changing. Please change for me. But you get what I'm talking about. So I can change it to 4 here. We can go back to the screen here and just delete that. Hit. Let's change this. Let's hit record. Simple. That just stopped it. I only set it to 4 anyway. But you see what I mean. So and once again, you within here you can actually go in GarageBand just like you can in AUM or whatever, and you can add extra effects. Yeah. So you can add whatever you like in here. So you can add your black holes and all that stuff. So obviously you can do this in Cubasis, Audio Pro, all this stuff. Pretty damn good. So as I said at the beginning, it is free to download, so you can play around with it, get an understanding of it yourself and all that stuff. And yeah, it's $26.99 to download the AUv3 version of it. Let's just remove this. Goodbye. And look, if you're serious, you're looking for a drum machine that has it all, this is definitely it. You can import your samples. You can import any kind of sample. It doesn't have to be drum stuff. Pretty damn cool. What do you guys think? You think it's something you're into? You think it's something you're not into? Hey, there's no pressure to buy it, but there's no pressure to pay for the in-app purchase. But it is free for you to download and have a play around with and see if it's something that is up your alley. Yeah? And again, I'm going to end with how I started it. Don't be overwhelmed by it. Because I was, and if I can sit here and explain it kind of sort of in a half decent way, you're dead, Peppy. Then it's you can do it too, because I'm just a dumb shit metalhead, yeah. Alrighty, folks, remember there is a current giveaway happening from yesterday's show. If you want to enter that to have a chance to win the Cube Synth Pro, go back to yesterday's video, leave a comment, make sure you like the video from yesterday, make sure you subscribe to the channel and all that stuff, and I'll be announcing the winner of the Cube Pro Synth tomorrow. Tomorrow on the show is the wonderful Jindine Forberg, who is on the show. She's awesome. She's from the States. She's an amazing drummer in many bands, jazz, death metal, you name it. She's an incredible drummer and an incredibly beautiful human being. The show tomorrow is at a slightly different time, so it's 1 hour later than today. So it starts at this time tomorrow, exactly this time, which is 7 a.m. here. So had to change the time just to suit her because of her job and stuff, because she basically feeds homeless people out in Minneapolis. She looks after, poor people and people struggling with mental health. That's what she does for a living. So she's an amazing human being, and I'm more than happy to change the hour of the show so she can come on, because she's absolutely awesome and you're going to love her just as much as I love her. I lived with her for 2 years. She's just the bomb. Yeah. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you all had a good day. Thanks, Doug. Thanks for the kind words. Thank you for hanging around on the channel and being here each day. I really am grateful. Have a great day. Keep making music. Do the things that make you happy, and mistakes make you better, yeah? to the usual gang, I'll probably see you on Clubhouse. And oh, you have a good day. What button do I have to press now? This is very unprofessional. What do I do? Oh, Peppy, fuck off! Jesus Christ. Right, that's it. See you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.